Juventus could offer Federico Chiesa to Man United as part of Mason Greenwood move. Serie A giants Juventus are interested in signing Mason Greenwood from Manchester United and could offer Federico Chiesa in a potential move for the Englishman. Juve aren't the only club linked with the player, who was loaned out to Getafe last season and impressed. Lazio have also been linked with Greenwood and have held talks with him, but seem to fall short of the asking price. La Gazzetta dello Sport report that Greenwood is still very much a target for the Bianconeri, and while they are not looking to meet United's price tag of €40 million to €50 million, but they could look to offer Federico Chiesa as part of the move to bring Greenwood to Turin. Chiesa's future will be defined after Euro 2024, and he is also attracting interest from Bayern Munich, but his contract situation makes him a sellable entity. His current deal runs out in the summer of 2025 and there seems to be no renewal on the horizon. Mason Greenwood saga takes twist as Man United offered 2 swap deals, with one far more surprising. Mason Greenwood remains a top target for Lazio, and the Serie A side have been pushing to convince Manchester United into accepting a cash-plus player deal for the striker, according to reports in Italy, but one of their domestic rivals are concocting their own similar plans. Lazio recently emerged as one of the leading contenders to sign Greenwood after making contact with Man United, a crucial and decisive step that a significant portion of the several clubs linked with the attacker are yet to take themselves. Greenwood has completed a season-long loan spell in La Liga with Getafe and now faces an uncertain future. Before his Spanish switch, Man United declared he wouldn't play for them again, but their changes in the boardroom since then have left the situation somewhat unclear. Plenty of clubs have been linked with Greenwood, but Lazio seem to be among his most serious suitors. However, they would struggle to meet Man United's €40 million asking price. Indeed, they haven't spent such a fee in more than 20 years. In an effort to reduce the costs, Lazio have been drawing up 2 new types of offer, according to Illinois Messaggero. Their first idea is to offer Man United a base fee of just €18 million for Greenwood. However, they would include a sell-on clause that would take the value up close to Man United's price tag. The other proposal could be a part exchange deal. It's claimed Lazio are willing to send Christos Manders in the opposite direction to sweeten a deal for Greenwood. However, the choice of counterpart could raise some eyebrows. Manders is a goalkeeper, which is a position Man United currently have Andre Onana and Altay Bayindir in. Onana and Bayindir both only joined Man United last summer, from Inter and Fenerbahce respectively. Bringing in Manders, a 22-year-old with 12 appearances for Lazio to his name so far, would only make sense if Bayindir was to vacate his role as Onana's backup. However, previous reports have confirmed Manders is a player on Man United's radar. He has also been linked with their local rivals Manchester City. Therefore, he may be of interest depending on what happens with the existing options. Second Serie A suitor plots Greenwood swap. Since the claims of the Greenwood-Manders deal, though, there has been another development in the Italian press, talking up a part exchange deal that may make more sense. According to La Gazzetta dello Sport, Juventus remain interested in Greenwood too, despite recent claims they had backed down from the hunt. And the latest method via which Juventus could bring in the 22-year-old would be to offer Federico Chiesa in return. Also a winger, Chiesa might be the more appealing profile for Man United. He is about to enter the final year of his contract with Juventus, where talks over an extension haven't made much progress. The Italy international wants to decide his future after Euro 2024 after attracting the attention of various clubs, including Bayern Munich. But it's not inconceivable that Man United could come into the equation. Chiesa is right-footed but is capable of playing on either wing, or even in behind a centre-forward. Furthermore, at the age of 26, he's about to enter the prime of his career. Juventus could even offer Chiesa to Man United in a different deal, since they're interested in Jadon Sancho as well. However, they'd only be willing to take the ex-Borussia Dortmund man on loan, asking the Red Devils to cover some of his salary. Therefore, the Greenwood swap seems more tangible, but all eyes are on Lazio for now. Manchester United prepared to pay €60 million to sign Riccardo Calafiori. Manchester United are reportedly open to paying €60 million to sign Italian international defender and Bologna star Riccardo Calafiori. According to Fichajes, Manchester United may have switched their attention towards Riccardo Calafiori and are reportedly willing to pay €60 million for the Italian international defender. The Bologna star has come in for high demand, with several clubs, including English and Italian, keen on his signature. Manchester United keen on Riccardo Calafiori. Manchester United have been looking for a particular style of defender this summer, with someone who can marshal the left-hand side of central defence. Jarrad Branthwaite has been their main target, but his massive price tag and Everton's confidence in keeping him may have forced the Red Devils to look elsewhere. Surprisingly, Riccardo Calafiori has now emerged as a big target for the Red Devils, with the report suggesting Manchester United are reportedly willing to shell out €60 million for his signature. The Italian international defender has seen a massive rise in demand for his signature owing to the performances he put in for Bologna in the past season. He has now become Italy's starting defender, as Luciano Spalletti has placed two left-footers in the heart of his backline, which is rather unusual. In any case, Manchester United might be willing to put in the right money to tempt Bologna, who were understandably demanding around €40 million for the defender. Manchester United might have some eyeballs when chasing a known player, but in Calafiori's or any Italian's case, they are always difficult to get. As a matter of fact, Calafiori seems to want to stay in Italy, as Juventus are considered the hot favourites for his signature, as the defender could follow former Bologna manager Thiago Motta into Turin. Tottenham are also chasing Calafiori alongside Juventus. For a long time, only Tottenham have shown proper interest from an English side in signing the Italian defender. Ange Postecoglou desperately needs a player similar to Calafiori's profile, although, with the growing demand for the Bologna star, the Spurs will find it difficult to sign him going forward. Juventus might be seen as the front-runner for his signature, but they are far from meeting Bologna's asking price. Spurs can theoretically offer good money, and Manchester United could beat all competition with €60 million, as Bologna is maximising their opportunity, for they have to pay 50% of all sale proceeds to former side FC Basel. Man United ready to sign £50 million Italy defender. Manchester United are ready to fork out £50 million to sign centre-back Riccardo Calafiori from Bologna, who has been one of Italy's key players at Euro 2024. Manchester United now want £33.8 million defender who is more progressive than Lisandro Martinez. After attempts to sign Jarrad Branthwaite failed, now Manchester United have turned attention to another target. The search for a centre-back this summer is already proving to be more difficult than it really should be for Manchester United, with Jarrad Branthwaite proving too expensive. Meanwhile, an approach has been made for Lena Yoro, who'd be the ideal Raphael Varane replacement, although he is in favour of a move to Real Madrid. But despite these setbacks and frustrations, it is a position United need to and will strengthen this summer, which is why we're now seeing other names targeted. Riccardo Calafiori grabs the attention of Manchester United. For Ineos, plans to secure Jarrad Branthwaite as the big centre-half acquisition of the summer look to have stalled, with Everton unwilling to compromise on a £70 million price tag. Therefore, rightfully, Manchester United have now reportedly shifted focus onto one of football's hottest emerging centre-backs in Riccardo Calafiori of Bologna. As reported by Tutto Juve, United have also had their eye caught by Calafiori during his breakout season and now impressive Euros campaign, with Bologna set to ask for €40 million, which is roughly £33.8 million in order to sell. It's a price well within United's budget for a defender should it be the deal desired. United will face heavy competition with clubs like Chelsea and Juventus keen on the centre-half. Of course, if this is the case, it could mean United make a £68 million swoop on Bologna, with Joshua Zirkzee's release clause also worth around £34 m. Riccardo Calafiori is more progressive than Lisandro Martinez. Calafiori has been one of the biggest standouts at the Euros this summer thus far, and his stock will only continue to rise. The 22-year-old is left-footed, however, is capable of playing on the right of a centre-back pairing, which is where he'd line up alongside Lisandro Martinez. Having cost Bologna a measly £3.3 million last summer, they could see him depart for a fee around 10x that. Calafiori is excellent on the ball, as Erik ten Hag will now be demanding of his defenders, and even completes more progressive passes per 90, 3.68, than Martinez does for United currently, 3.67. According to FBref, this is where Calafiori's qualities lie, as he also completes 1.07 progressive carries per 90 and has an 89.6% pass completion rate. He also impresses defensively with 1.8 tackles per game, 1.92 interceptions per game, 1.46 blocks per game and 2.3 aerials won per game.